Hi, Helena. I'm going to give you some feedback on your portfolio. So you have your chat, which is nicely copied here. Your reflections and challenges. Okay, all good. And then the actual activity was changing adaptive intelligent tutoring. Okay, let me just go to the activity again. So the activity was to find out for benefit and challenge, and then high quality generate and give me some feedback on that. Okay. So it looks like you are rapidly changing this shift in AI systems. So you chose to do adaptive learning and okay. Now that seems, if I go here, you've created a one-page summary to be clear in your next breakout. Okay. Um, the one thing I didn't notice in your actual reflection was, if I look at it, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm just going down here. I see the challenges in the summary, but okay, didn't map. Okay, you've done those activities. Okay. Um, no, it's fine. It's fine. I thought I was missing the activities, but you did do those. Okay. So you have your personal project here, which is mapping Gen AI and education and interactive timeline. So you're doing the timeline. Good, nice plan there. Okay. And then you're doing your reflection. Okay, you only spent an hour this week on that. Um, and you're making some progress. You did not attend this class. Right. Now, you can make up in the class by doing the activities in class, but that's fine. Um, this is, I may have already given you feedback. I think I did. This should be linked to a label. Just, this is a label, right? So that should be whatever the article is, which looks like artificial intelligence something. So this was a lesson in student learning. So benefits. And you've got your references. Okay, so that's a good summary. And you talking about what you did, and then your reflections, challenges, critical thinking. Yeah, I guess if I were to suggest something is to provide a little bit more feedback or detail on your actual what you learned and then the challenges. You spent a couple of hours on this, I think. Yeah, so just a little bit more deeper reflection in the process and what you learned. And then you have your reflection on the project, and then let's see what you were doing here. Find many resources as possible. So, okay, so you're working your timeline, and I don't see the time spent. So, and then, now that's weird. I'm pretty sure you had access to the class on week 2, because that's two significant classes that are really kind of important. Yeah, you'd want to kind of go through what we did in class and provide a summary and some notes and things that you went through. Uh, Good article. Again, not linked to a label. Although I'm guessing you're trying to do it in an APA format. Is that the same way as the one before? It is. Okay. All right. That's fine then. And then you focused on information literacy skills. And okay, so that's all good. And then you have a reflection which, yeah, learned extensively with generative AI timeline. Okay. Um, and address learning goals. Okay, so that's really clear. That's much more detailed. You actually were able to make class, so that's nice. And you did. Okay, so yeah, so it's a kind of a basic summary of what you did. And again, another resource linked here differently. So yeah, I mean, you're on track. I would say the biggest deficit is the in class. And so for the in class, um, you could certainly um, look at this foundations presentation, um, watch these videos, and maybe have uh, summarize what you've learned, because that would be a good way to kind of compensate for missing the class, because that was the big part of the class. Um, and then engage in this practice prompting, because it's kind of it's important for you to get that practice. That's one of the more critical parts of the course. And then review how to use Gen AI, um, and then you yeah, I think that'd be good enough. For lesson 2, um, you we've got your benefits, your individual reports and benefits and challenges. So I think, oh yeah, see, it's harder to kind of catch up on this one. Um, I think it would be a good idea for you to have in general a summary of the benefits and challenges. So you could take this uh, sheet and then this sheet and try to come up with a one-page summary or a little bit more on the benefits and challenges, because you're missing that part of the course. Um, so I'll leave that to you. And that's my feedback.